This 5-minute moment is brought to you by Power to Reign Ministries, located at 3501 Truesdale Parkway in Los Angeles, California. Located on the beautiful campus of the University of Southern California, Tabor Hall, room 102. I'm Minister John. We are continuing on the laws that govern the outpouring. Last time we talked, we stated that the outpouring is a divine manifestation of God's goodness and His power that everyone can see. All right, so there are laws that govern this outpouring. This isn't something that just sporadically happens. Someone sowed seeds somewhere in some way, shape, or form for that outpouring to happen. So the first law that governs His outpouring is that we have to actually look for His goodness and His power in our circumstance. That means we have to actually expect it. That means we have to actually be looking for it. Part of looking for it means that when we believe and expect His goodness and His power in our circumstance, we won't accept anything else. We actually have to operate in faith and actually expect and believe that we receive this outpouring. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and look at an example of this. We're going to turn to Acts chapter 27, and I'll set this up for you as we're turning over there. Paul was a prisoner, and as a prisoner, he was being transferred from Crete. Since he was being transferred from Crete, he had told them he didn't think it was a good idea because he perceived that they were going to have harm on this trip. Even though they went through harm, went through a hurricane, lost luggage, and lost all types of goods on the ship, there was still something that happened. Paul got a word. And since he got a word, he was able to hang his hat on that word. He was expecting to see God's goodness as well as His power. So I'm going to turn to Acts chapter 27. I'm going to pick up in verse 21. Here we go. Acts 27, verse 21. And it says, "But after long abstinence," meaning after Paul held his tongue for a while, not jumping up saying, "I told you so," not saying you all should have listened to me, that's why the boat's messed up, broken up, and that's why you've lost everything on the boat, and we're still in the middle of this hurricane. It says, after a long abstinence. Paul stood forth in the midst of them, said, "Sirs, ye should have hearkened unto me, and not have loosed from Crete, and to have gained this harm and loss. And now I exhort you to be of good cheer." That doesn't really make sense because they're still in the middle of the hurricane. They've still lost the goods on the ship. The boat's still extremely damaged, and they still don't see any daylight at all. It's still completely dark. But he's saying, be of good cheer. And then he says, "For there shall be no loss of any man's life among you, but of the ship." He's like, the ship's going to go down, but none of us are going to lose our life. So I'm wondering how he has this confirmation that no one's going to lose their life while they're still there. Verse 23, "For there stood by me this night the angel of God, whose I am and who I serve." The angel of God, whose I am and whom I serve. Verse 24, saying, "Fear not, Paul, thou must be brought before Caesar. And lo, God hath given thee all them that sail with thee." So he's saying, everyone that's with you won't die. Even though those knuckleheads didn't listen to you, even though they still launched out, they're not going to die. Fear not, Paul, you must go before Caesar. So he says, as a result of this, verse 25, because of this, as a result of this, due to this that the angel told me, wherefore, sirs, be of good cheer. I believe God. I believe God, that it shall be even as it was told to me. All right, so he's saying, even though we don't see any proof of this, I believe God that it's going to be to me. Law of the outpouring is that we have to actually look for His goodness and His power in our circumstance. All right, so how we do this is we shake off anything that doesn't look like what he said. He said, I believe God. I believe God. And as a result of that, in spite of what it looks like, in spite of how dark it is, in spite of how we are still in this hurricane, I believe God. And as a result of that, we're going. We're leaving. None of us are going to die. We're going to make it. And last time we said a result of the outpouring is a transference of power. As we continue to study this out, we're going to see that Paul's going to go from being a prisoner to being someone that's valued, to being someone that's blessed with all types of goods, to being someone that sails out of this thing on a ship of Alexandria given to him by people. We're going to see this transition. We're going to see an outpouring of healing as well as an outpouring of wealth and power. We always see power or transference of power when there's an outpouring. And that's why in the upcoming series that we'll be starting this sometime soon, we're going to be talking about the transference of power. We'll be teaching from the Word, and we'll also use this book as a supplement as well, The 5 Roads to Power. But don't have anything to fear. When you come to service, we'll go ahead and sow this book into your life for free so that you can just go along with us in this series. All right, well, that's it for today. Be blessed. I'm Minister John. Have a blessed day.